Hi there, I'm Peter Millard and this is 10 Minute Workshop, where 10 minutes in the workshop is never enough. In this week's workshop, we're going back to pick up the spraying theme. It's coming up next. So in this video, we're a few weeks on from the first, and a few people have mentioned that I ought to be trying different types of paints with it, so let's see how I got on. So sorry about the slightly flickery lights on my phone, so there's not much I can do about that. So I'm here with Graco's Ultramax, playing with spraying part 3. I've got some Tikkurila Helmi primer, which I'm going to give a try. And I've got some of these mesh lattice grills, panels to go into some doors. And this is the sort of thing that normally you wouldn't even bother trying to get into the crevices. You just kind of roll at the top. I'm going to see if I can get any spray in there with these. See what we can do. Okay, well, that doesn't seem too bad. I've done 2 tests and 4 panels. 2 tests and 4 panels. They seem to spray okay. Doesn't feel like there's much in the air. There's more on my glasses than anything, actually. But let's see, I've left a few things out to see if there's any airborne paint dust that settles. This is the Graco with the 310 tip and Tikkurila paint, which is supposed to be what all the cool kids are using. So let's see how it works out anyway. I mean, there's still, this is right in the firing line, obviously, that kind of level of dust. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to try the next phase of spraying. I've got the grills, the panels in the doors, and they need another coat of primer, obviously. So I'll do those next. Using the Tikkurila definitely seemed to help, but there's still some dust. Still was some dustiness in the air, and maybe that's just expected. I don't know. What I've done is I've brought my I've got a little air quality meter. And if I don't move around too much, I've been moving around a lot, so it's recording quite high at the moment. It's up around 1200 at the moment of the less than 1/3 of a micron. Although the PM 2.5 is 9, which is still perfectly acceptable. So yeah, 1050, 1100. Around there, sort of at rest. As soon as you start moving around, you stir the air up, obviously. I thought it would be interesting to see what that comes to once I've done a little bit of spraying. Again, it just measures fine particles in the air. Yeah, it's just over 1,000 now. So, anyhow, let's give this a try. We're using the same. This has been cleaned. We've got the same tip in it, the Graco 310 FFLP. We'll use the same primer. Okay, so 4 doors sprayed. And we're getting to 8,000, so 8 times the particles in the air that we had previously before I started. So obviously this is why we wear masks and, you know, protective gear. But, you know, there's paint in the air. Is that acceptable? I don't know. You know, I've had this dust sheet down, you know, from earlier, and there's you know, overspray paint in the air that's sort of dropped and dried. Is that what you expect? I don't know. I'm new to this. I mean, fantastic finish on the doors, absolutely beautiful. But I genuinely don't know if it's worth the ag. We'll see. We'll see. What's in the back of my mind? I've got a very big job that requires spraying, and if I can't do it, this is going to be a disaster, basically. So, yeah, difficult, very difficult. So yeah, the air quality is, you know, it's falling. Sorry, it's improving fairly quickly. It was 8,000. It's now 4,000. We're down to PM 2.5 or 45, which is good, moderate they say. So still not great, but okay. So it's 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later. The doors themselves are touch dry, and it's an absolutely beautiful finish, gotta say. Really, really lovely. Fantastic paint. There's still, you know, an awful lot of overspray. Obviously, I've covered everything up, but, you know, dry paint, atomised paint that gets in the air and then settles. And even though we're, I say, 25 minutes later, the air quality meter is still twice what it was. So there's still stuff settling, basically. So yeah, I'm slightly in several minds what to make of this, really. I'm still very unsure about whether I'm going to be able to take this into somebody's home and actually paint there or not. Just the practicalities, just the cleaner. Lots to learn, basically, but only a very short space of time to do it in. So yes, not an entirely successful experiment, but then what experiments are. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you found it useful. If you did, well, join me next time for the next in the saga of playing with spraying. I'll see you then.